Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about a fresh release from Miniart, and of course it's modded in 135 scale, but what we get here is more of a combo release because we get the German tractor with also the trailer behind it, you can see it here, and of course we have a gun installed into this trailer, so quite unusual combo I would say, and all of this is modded in 135 scale, so you can add some figurines, you can add the diorama base, and you will have quite a project out of the box, I would say. And the kit number is 53008. So what I have here on the table, that's the final shape of this release, and it means you will get exactly the same thing as what you will see in this video review. So first of all, I have to know that the box size is standard. Here is comparison with my hand, and as I said, on the box art we see all of the things which we are getting here, or which we can build out of the parts. Here you can also see the safety advices and address of the manufacturer. And on the opposite side we have the small note that the decals are coming from cartograph, and also two marking options which can be copied with this kit, but obviously you're not limited by this. You can try to replicate something different in case you have some reference materials or you just would like to experiment. So as you've seen, it's a top opening box. We have all of the sprues sealed into one plastic bag, and there is plenty of space inside, so I don't think the parts will be damaged because of the pressure, but they might be damaged because they are packed together. I'm not huge fan of piling up all of the sprues into one plastic bag, and I mean, usually it is quite okay, but in some rare cases you get tender parts broken off, and this is something what you should be careful with, because in some cases you will have to repair it as well. And as you can see, or you can probably hear, I'm trying to open this plastic bag. It's sealed one, so it's not that quick process to do, but I have it opened. We are going to start with this plastic sprue. I will just zoom in so that you can see all of these parts. So here we have the fuel tank, we have the floor panel, we also have some towing bars, the headlamp setup, we have the exhaust here, and overall I would say the details or the features on these parts, they're looking great for the scale. Let's not forget that the finished model will not be large because this is a tractor after all, but still I think it's cool that Miniart is actually including all of this stuff, all of these features out of the box. Next we have two identical plastic sprues, so I will show you only one, and here we have the road wheels for the trailer. As you remember, the trailer has quite interesting design, so that's what is visible here. And if I flip over these wheels, as you can see, this frontal section is actually molded separately here. And also here we have the floor panels which will be used under the cart. But overall I really like that here we get the plastic wheels. We will get them also on the truck, so do not worry, you actually don't have to deal with some vinyl tires which are not that cool to work with. Next we have another two identical plastic sprues. These ones I suppose are only for the AA gun installed in the trailer, but as you can see everything is molded nicely. We even have here the ammo belt, and also we have a machine gun barrel which is molded like this. Where is it here? So here. And I'm just trying to understand whether it's the plastic flash or it should be like this. As you can see on the end of this barrel, we have a small increase of the surface. I guess it's a flash, but it should be easy to clean with a sharp knife. You will do it quickly. Next we have more parts for the tractor, so here we continue with the driver's seat and also some of the panels. Driver's seat, as you can see, is perforated. You don't have to drill the holes, they are already throughout out of the box, and I think this is also quite a handy feature. You won't waste your time on unnecessary procedures, or I would say not that impressive and inspiring. Next we have three identical plastic sprues. I was just trying to understand what we actually get here, and my guess is that these are the ammo boxes which will be placed in the trailer, and as you can see they should be assembled out of several panels. And here from the opposite side you can see also the guiding tabs which will help you with overall alignment, but I think it won't be difficult to get everything together. And we have the handles here pre-molded in place. So this is something you will have to work around, or maybe you will just sand it down and replicate it with a metal wire. This is already your decision. Next we also have the plastic tires for the main wheels on the tractor or for the rear wheels, and as you can see they will have to be assembled out of several parts. So these are kind of main sections, but the sidewalls are molded separately, and this is a design which looks strange but it actually works, and I really like what Miniart did here because it actually gives you a quite nice appearance without using any rubber parts. Next we have more of the trailer parts. Here you can see the suspension parts, and also we have the floor panel and some side panels as well. Here from the opposite side you can see also that we do not have any wooden texture on those parts, and in case you would like to replicate the wooden surface you need to use some paints probably, or you can try also sanding the panels. I saw some modders actually doing this with help of sanding, but it requires obviously a bit more time. Next we have two similar sprues for the front wheels on the tractor. So again we are zooming in back, and you can notice here on the tire walls we have also some features like the tire manufacturer name and the sizes. This is really good for the scale. I think this is a feature which is noticeable even if you paint the part. And as you can see, each wheel should be assembled out of several sections. Here from the opposite side you can see also that the wheel rim from the opposite side is molded without the tire obviously, so this will help you to avoid any unnecessary masking. And as we remember, Miniart does not supply any masks in their kits, so that's why it's even more appreciated. Here we continue with the wheel fenders for the tractor. Again, they're molded together with this subframing, so this is a clever design which helps you avoid any unnecessary misalignments between the parts. Next we have the sprue with a mix of the parts, and from what I'm seeing here it's the mix of the parts for the AA gun in the trailer. So here you can check all of these elements. They're looking great. I like that there is no molding problems whatsoever, at least I don't see them when I'm checking whole frame, so it's just a matter of getting them together. Next we continue with the plastic parts for the rear wheels. As you remember, I was saying that the sidewalls are molded separately, so here they are, and you have to connect them with the central sections which we saw a few minutes earlier. Next we continue with another sprue for the trailer. So here you can see that we have again more of the side panels, which should be wooden obviously, and here we also have some of the suspension parts which should be used for rotation, but overall it looks fine. And next we have the last gray plastic sprue for the tractor. So this one assembles the, if we can say, the main chassis for the tractor, so the part which will be the most visible. And here I think they did a really great work because the design is easy to assemble, and also I think it won't take a lot of time to properly paint it. And now I'm trying to open the next plastic bag. It's the one which carries the clear sprue together with the P thread, and here you can see these clear parts. So obviously the windscreen will not be needed, we will need only the lenses for the headlamps and maybe for the tail lights. Next we also have unpainted P thread. I think it's always a welcome bonus in 1/35 scale, so here it will be handy for some fine features on your model build, so definitely a good thing to have. And one more thing is the decals sheet from Cartograph. So here it is. And as you can see, printing quality looks fine, so I don't think you'll have any issues with application of those decals on the model. Next we have assembly manual. So this one is printed in color. I'll just close the lenses a bit, zoom out. And now you can see what we have here. So this is a typical Miniart brochure, and then on the next page we have the parts map here. As usual, Miniart does not show which parts are unused, so pay attention because in some cases we have the spare parts. Assembly starts with the tractor chassis, and as you can see a lot of parts are actually going together, even though the element itself looks simple, but here as you can see you should combine a lot of parts in order to get the final appearance. And in some cases I think they will be even offering you the metal wire options. But for now I don't see them here, because as you can notice we assemble the suspension, we also assemble the road wheels here. Next we continue with more P parts on the external surfaces. Here's the steering wheel. Then we start working on the cargo trailer, which should be assembled separately. and we can even position the panels in open state, which might be handy for some diorama ideas, obviously. And one more page, actually the double page, is dedicated to the assembly of this MG151. And as you can see, it's also assembled in several steps. I'm just checking what else is used here. But as you can see, you install it here together with the ammo boxes, which are assembled on this stage. Here you can notice the marking guide for the first marking option from 1944-1945. And here is another one from 1944-1945, again, unidentified unit from Wehrmacht. So overall, I think it's a really great combo, and not to say unusual, but obviously it's different from what we have on the market nowadays, and coming as a novelty in 135 scale. This one should be already available in Modelimex, and of course I will be happy to hear your opinion. So what do you think about such release? Write it here in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.